today we are going to be going over the Hishi Amazon banner, as well as the Shinko Windy Speed SR card and the Bamboo Memory Power SSR card. Starting off with Hishi Amazon, she is a turf track runner specializing in the mile and medium distance, although she is perfectly capable at the long distance in the strategy of end closer. She has 2 velocity increasing gold skills in Unyielding and Sturm und Drang, and her unique skill You and Me 1-on-1 increases her velocity when passing another runner on the outside toward the back on the final straight. Although Hishi Amazon does come with some great innate white skills such as end closer straightaways and end closer corners, does not make up for her poor gold and unique skills. And that's because her unique skill and gold skills just are not consistent, either through hard activation requirements or the possibility of activating at a point in the race which would deem the skill useless. And so because of that, as well as white skills being obtainable just from parents or sport cards, she is definitely safe to pass on. Moving on to the Shinko Windy SR card. This is a speed card, which is fairly good training wise with a decent specialty priority as well as friendship bonus, but the biggest selling point of this card is the 10% race bonus, which is a bonus to stats gained from races, which will be extremely valuable later on in the game. In terms of skills, they're fairly decent, nothing crazy, but she does have Unyielding Spirit, which is a very, very good skill, not to be confused with Unyielding, the gold skill from Hishi Amazon, which is definitely not as good. Overall, Shinko Windy is a very solid card, and it's one that you are going to want in the future. However, there is no pity for SR cards, so there is no guarantee that you will actually pull this, even if you do 200 pulls on the banner. So we do have to look towards the SSR cards to see if it's worth pulling overall. So now moving on to Bamboo Memory, the SSR power card. And this card is a little weird. It's supposed to be a skill card with the hint levels at level 3 and the hint frequency at 40%. However, that only comes after 3 limit breaks or 3 duplicates, which, you know, as an SSR card is quite difficult to get. So if you look at the card with only 1 or 2 dupes, it's just extremely underwhelming. It's just a bad training card with fairly low friendship bonus and no specialty priority. But let's say you do manage to get 3 or 4 dupes, we can look towards the skills. And while there are some pretty decent skills on this list, such as mile straightaways, late surger straightaways, as well as the gold skill Rising Dragon, however, I wouldn't say it really makes up for how poor of a training card it is, and the fact that you need 3 or 4 dupes just to make it decent. Overall, I think both the Hishi Amazon as well as the sport card banners are not worth pulling for. Although Shinko Windy is a good card, Bamboo Memory is just not very good at all, and so it's just not worth pulling just for an SR card, as there will be ways to get it in the future. It's not limited or anything. So yeah, I definitely think it's safe to pass on these current banners.